Mish Reviews. I am the queen of reality TV. Hello, how are you doing, kings and queens?
Great. Great. Good to see you.
Okay, so I'm gonna start by asking everybody the same question so we can make this a lot easier, okay? Um, what made you guys get involved with a project? And I'm laughing because I watched it. It is, a fun, I've never seen it before. So I'm just like, what made you guys get involved with a project like this? If you each could answer that for me.
Go ahead, Brian.
Okay. Well, okay. Unlike these two that they sought them out, I sought this out. That's a true story.
Ah,
I don't think you guys know this story.
I didn't.
I didn't
Okay,
either.
so I had just done a show that was like kind of like they aired on Super Bowl Sunday, where cats are on the football field for one half and then dogs are on the football
Okay.
field for the other half. And I was the commentator for this, the like the sports reporter, which I know may on appearances look like a stretch, but after that was over, I saw the announcement for Human versus Hamster, and I'm
mhm,
like, if I don't like just like shout out that I
right.
want to be part of this and be like the hamster person, I didn't know if they had. So I don't know if they were what their plans were, but I literally did like flag people to say, hey, this is just silly enough that I want to be a part of it because I just love doing. The more
Sure.
silly something is, the more I want to do it. So that's
Right.
that's
What about
how
you,
so
Sherman?
that's how I like threw myself in there, and then I think there were a few people that auditioned. I don't know, but that's how
Nothing
it
like
happened
you,
for me.
Brian. Nothing like you. Sarah, why did you want to do human versus hamster?
They showed me a cute little like test video of one of the hamsters going through the course, and I was like, "Yo, this is cute."
hmm hmm
It's insane.
Had to do it, right?
hmm
It was
I,
For
so cute.
for me, I
Kaya.
got a call from someone I work with, and they're like, "All right, so they're doing this show," and I said, "Okay." And let me tell you all about it. It's called Human versus Hamster, and I'm like, I'm in, and that's all
Yes.
Oh,
I need to hear. Like,
wow.
well, let me, no, I don't even need to hear
Wow.
what it's about. It's a
Wow.
hilarious title. It's a fun kids show, and then honestly, that genuinely, when you look into it, it's like incredibly pedigreed with the people from Magnolia, and we watch a lot of
Yeah.
Chip and Joanna in my house. The company who produced it, it does Ninja Warrior. They do the Pro Bowl
Mhm.
games, like just high stakes, really
Yeah.
Yeah.
well done professional stuff. So
Mhm.
this was no from the hip fly by night production. It's really, really well produced. And so I was really impressed, and they invited me on, and I did this like wild acid trip of a quote unquote chemistry test with Sarah, where we just watch a hamster video and just BS'd each other over it. And it was funny, and they liked it apparently. And that's why we're talking to you, Kamisha, the queen of reality.
Period. Yes, I love that. So I have to ask you guys, did y'all learn, well, do you look at hamsters differently after this whole experience?
Yes.
Sarah, go ahead,
Yes.
mama, go ahead.
I didn't know how much power they possess.
That's crazy.
I once you find out about what kind of spaces they can crawl into, you'll think differently about your human
Yeah.
body, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear
Got you.
that. I learned a lot. I learned a lot of stuff from Brian, like stuff like they sweat out of their feet and stuff, but I never had a hamster. I had
Ew.
friends who had hamsters. You see them totally differently. They're powerful little creatures. The biting and the running and the problem solving. Like, I don't know how there has been, Ant-Man, but there's never been like Hamster
Ah,
Girl. Like, doesn't
Oh,
Marvel have a hamster superhero?
Kyle,
Right?
don't give away these for free. These are
Yeah,
not
this is
ideas you should be
IP,
giving
man.
away for
this
free.
is
Yeah.
this
So
is
go
really
ahead
good
and run with
stuff.
it. And what am I going to do? Hamster Girl. Isn't there a comic book somewhere about her? Because the hamsters are really incredibly powerful.
That is interesting. Brian, what's your take on that, baby?
Well, yeah, I mean, I had no idea they had such a skill set, and but yet also like they're not warm and fuzzy creatures. They're kind of antisocial. They bite. They don't like being around other hamsters. I feel
Mm,
like I'm the introvert in me really relates to a hamster because I just kind of want to like dig holes and run on a treadmill by myself and eat for hours at a time. And so, but I think it's kind of I think it's fun that there are these like kind of unsung little heroes
yeah.
of the animal world, of the pet
hmm
world. And now they're
hmm
finally getting their due. They're finally getting their
Mm.
showcase. And I will tell you, I don't know how much you watch the show. This is not an unfair competition. This is fair. It is
Yeah.
very, very evenly like you'll be
That was my
surprised
next question, I
often.
swear. That was my next
What'd you
question.
say? What'd you
That was
say?
my next question to you guys. Was it gonna be
Yeah.
fair? Like, oh my God, I want to know, was it
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
Oh
No,
yeah.
it was so. I
wow.
was even surprised by how real it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about sports or competition, and it was so real.
Yeah.
Right.
And we had to keep score. Do you remember how I couldn't remember how to keep score because
Yeah.
the numbers were so complicated?
Right. It's a
I
lot.
do.
Yeah. And you'll be amazed how
Forget.
often the hamsters, like obviously, it wouldn't be very fun if the humans always won, right? I
Right,
mean,
of
Mhm.
course.
so like we wouldn't have much of a show. So the hamsters are always surprising you because like a hamster can stop, not unlike myself, to groom myself spontaneously, just groom
Mm.
myself for 30 seconds, and then
I
still
thought that
pick
was
it
just
up.
me.
Like they can literally, you can think it's all over when a hamster does something, and then they will immediately bring it back. They're
Mm.
the comeback kids of the show.
That's interesting. I was going to ask you guys about that. So seeing the hamsters win, like how did y'all feel watching it? Like, oh, they actually won? Like, seeing that. Because it's like, is it real? Is my question I want to ask you guys. Is it
Oh
real? Are the
yeah,
hamsters actually beating the human? Is that
oh yeah,
true?
Oh yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
without
That's
very
question.
real.
crazy. That is
Yeah.
Yeah.
crazy.
I remember Sarah was talking about her disbelief at some of the things. There'd be a lot of times that she would like hit me on the arm. She's like, Are they really going to run off of that thing?" I'd be like, "Yeah, they're going to do it." And then the hamsters are going to do it. And this show does this amazing job where this massive scale thing that the
Wow.
humans are going to do. Let's say they're going
Mhm.
to jump across a pit or something. And then there's this adorable little diorama looking thing where the hamsters are going to do it, where
Yeah.
the dimensions are
Yeah.
exactly the same, just in proportion. So there's really a back and forth. Like if you watch a given episode, it's a hamster win. If you watch another one, it's a
Yeah.
human win.
Hmm.
And the strangest thing, I'll just speak for all of us, we found ourselves like rooting for the hamsters a lot, even though we love
Ah,
humans.
Yeah.
I don't know why it went that way, but they're so cute and so little that we
Right.
rooted for.
not the underdog. That's
Yeah.
hilarious. So
Under
how
hamster, more like.
Yes.
I feel like the air conditioner was like a problem for everybody. I was like, who made the air conditioner? It just seemed like
Oh yeah.
it couldn't get around that.
Yeah.
It seemed very real to the humans who were struggling because I ain't gonna lie, baby. Once I got to the top, I don't think I would have made it to the top. I was like, y'all got it. I would not be able to climb that ladder. So it did look very difficult for the humans as well. That's why I said to me, it looks like a real I cover competitions. So this
Yeah.
is different for me. Okay. So did you guys bond with the contestants? I know you got bonded obviously with
Oh
the
yeah.
hamsters, but did y'all bond like if they lost
Hmm.
behind the scenes,
Yes.
human
Yeah.
behavior, being upset and not losing. Tell me about those experiences. I would love to hear Kyle.
I remember like it wasn't that terribly long of a shoot. It was a week and a half or something like that.
Right.
And at the end of it, it was all like hugs and tears, and we loved them
Um,
so much. There's a group on the show that I hope all the viewers fall in love with that we called the Trivia Kings. And like those are our guys. I love those two
Mm.
guys so much, and they were so funny and so unapologetic and so secure with who they were, and they did so great. But there, I mean, who else? The guys, Sarah and Brian, they were firefighters, they were dental hygienists, they were
Theater
candy players,
kids.
right?
There were magicians,
Yeah.
like teachers, everything.
Oh my
Hmm.
And
God.
they bonded among themselves too. Like
Mm.
they had long days, and they were first of all, to all have agreed to be part of this show that sounds completely bonkers. Let's be
Right.
honest. It sounds completely bonkers in the best possible way. Like that's
Yes.
why I wanted to be part of it. It
Right.
sounded crazy. So they were all up there to compete and have a great time. Yeah, they wanted to win, but they all I see them all liking the posts on Instagram. Like they're
Yeah.
resharing, and they're all still connected. All those contestants or competitors still hang out and or not
Sarah,
hang
who
out.
was your favorite contestant and why was it the firefighter from Rhode Island?
Listen, I didn't mind the firefighters in Rhode Island at all. Maybe
Oh my
maybe
God.
it was his tattoo of a watch
Yep.
that said the time.
Yes. Oh my God, I
Everyone's,
forgot about that. And it's a
of
very particular
course.
time. God, you have good
Yes, it
memory.
is. Yes.
You guys are so
There's just
silly.
just we had long days, and
Yeah.
we were in there for hours at a time that it felt like they were my family.
Yes.
Oh, I
It's very
love that. I
refreshing.
love that. I love that. No, I do. That's stuff that happens when you're on this type of show. And it sounds like you really guys had a really good time. I want to ask you guys each this question. When you hear human versus hamster, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Mm.
Sarah,
Mm.
I don't know why your face. I just want to hear what she has to say.
I think I hear human versus hamster. I think about the bottle.
Mm.
Have you seen the bottle yet? Probably. I don't think so. I'm
I
not
don't
going
think
to
I have.
spoil
No,
anything,
no, I don't think.
but there is a bottle challenge that haunts me in my nightmares.
Oh my God.
I agree.
Same.
It was a challenge that I would basically never do in a million
Okay.
Hmm.
Sound difficult and frustrating.
years.
Yes.
Yes.
Brian, how do you feel about it?
I think about when I think about it now, I think about families watching it together. Like I think there's so little out there that kids and parents can watch and equally feel like it's for them. You know, like
Oh,
the
that's
kids,
like a good answer for that. Well, that's an answer to the
right?
question.
Well, I mean, because I'm thinking about like when I watch the cut, I'm like, okay, is this for
Oh
me? Is
my
this for
God.
kids? And the answer is it is for whomever turns that show on. It's like, there aren't many shows that you can turn on anymore that don't have like some like surprise shocking death in the end or like, or like
Yeah.
crime or,
Mm-hmm.
language.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fun to have a show that you can like kids can watch it and take something completely different away from it than the adult. And it's still and everyone can still have a good time. So I think like binge watching this over the Thanksgiving holiday, like leaving that on as wallpaper, not just because I want a season two, but also because
Let's go.
it's just because you can play it. Like just leave it going and you don't have
Mm-hmm.
to worry about it and you can watch it together or you can leave the room and know your kids aren't going to be like, shocked by what they see in a
Right.
bad way, you
You
know?
Right.
know, you
They
know why you
might
want to
they
watch
might be
it?
shocked by
A little
Kyle's
shocked. They
behavior.
might be a
No,
little
no, no, no.
shocked.
Look, this is why you want to watch it because of the contrast in the last two answers on the Zoom session. Absolutely perfect. Sarah's like, I mean, I don't know. This bottle is like just giving me nightmares. I can't even describe it. And
Did mine
Brian's like,
sound too like Miss
for the
America
traditional
contestant?
American family unit, it's
No.
really wholesome entertainment, and I really think the people will respond to it. So basically, the cross section of those two, that's the show. That's it.
And did
What?
mine sound too much like
Yeah.
a pageant answer? I hope it
That was
did.
perfect.
Oh, that
I
was a good
about to lose my
answer.
lashes with you
It's
guys.
a
I'm about to
great
lose my
answer.
lashes. Y'all
Go
got me
on.
laughing so hard. I'm gonna lose my lashes and just take them off. Y'all had me laughing.
Don't lose those. They're beautiful.
Thank you. So, okay, is the world ready for a competition like this? I like what Brian
I hope
tying
so.
in there, because like everybody can watch it, but it's really different. So, Sarah, is the world ready for to see hamster? I'm sorry, human versus
No,
hamster?
they're not ready for it. They aren't. They can't even wrap their minds around it.
Oh, Jesus.
Mhm.
Okay. Kaya, I'm scared to
Yeah, we're
ask.
ready. This thing is dropped in a nice little sweet spot. Post-election, holiday season, when maybe you just want to stuff your face, hold your family close, and be entertained with G-rated entertainment. And we actually just changed the slogan for the show. It's called Human versus Hamster. You'll lose your lashes. That's what they're calling it. So everybody's gonna love it.
Wait, is it G-rated?
This thing is barely
Well,
hanging
I
I don't
on.
feel
think
like
it's
it's
not a movie, but
PG.
I
I don't know.
describe
Is
it as
it?
G
I think it's pretty
PGG. It's
PG.
very wholesome.
I wonder if all
Oh my
my
God.
jokes about my butt are gonna get cut out.
I don't think they're going to be in there, Sarah, but they're in
Oh,
this interview.
Oh my
shoot.
God. Yes, yes.
Maybe we'll get the director's cut, like the
Yeah.
NC director's
Oh
cut
my
for
God.
Sarah's butt jokes.
As my left lash is barely hanging on.
There we go.
Guys, this has been like I haven't had too much fun in the interview in a very long time. I want to say thank you for taking time out and talking to us, Queen of Reality TV. I really appreciate it. And the show is actually a fun show. It's a light show, and I know they're gonna watch it over the holiday season. I've already seen it, but I'm gonna get my family to watch it because
There
it
you go.
really is. I got family coming over. I'm gonna let it play. Like you said, Kyle, gonna be the background, wallpaper, whatever you said. It's gonna be playing in the background. So thank you guys for your time. I appreciate it. This has been wonderful. I hope you guys have more to come after this because y'all did a great job as hosts. All y'all. It was
Thank
hilarious.
you.
Everything. Y'all was giving it. Y'all was giving. Thank you so
You're
much
all
for your
class,
time.
Kamisha. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Take care.